I'm very honored to introduce our next speaker. He's a person that's deeply vested in building a vibrant and connected community. Derick Kitchen is a lifelong resident of the Salt Lake Valley. He's a local business owner, and he's the lead plaintiff in the landmark civil rights lawsuit that brought marriage equality to Utah. It is my very personal honor to introduce my friend Derick Kitchen.
Hello, Salt Lake City! It's great to be back at it for a cause that's so important to me. And it's wonderful to see so many wonderful shining faces out there. I am honored to be joining you today in this demonstration of democracy. Today, we gather as citizens from all political persuasions and socioeconomic backgrounds to insist that action be taken to clean our air. We have the right to clean air. We have the right to breathe healthy oxygen and not poisonous gases and cancer-causing pollution. This is a public health crisis. Our school children cannot play outside on red air days. Our pregnant mothers, sisters, and daughters are advised not to live in our city during inversion season. This is not okay. We can do better. Just like the freedom of speech, the right to drinkable water, or the freedom to love, access to breathable air is an inalienable human right. So, we are here as a community speaking truth to power, that clean air and a healthy, livable environment are human rights. So, as this legislative session gets gaining momentum, I want to remind our representatives that they are morally obligated to address this issue that jeopardizes our health, our freedom to breathe. We will not be satisfied with legislation that targets the simple pleasure of a home fire, but lets industrial polluters and dirty automobiles slide right through. We will not be satisfied with legislative votes that don't consider our health first and foremost. We can never settle as long as our children are kept inside at recess because of inversion. We will never settle for an environment that is toxic and air we cannot breathe. We will never settle for this gloomy, terrible, unhealthy air because we don't have to. We will never settle for anything less than large-scale, decisive action because that is what is required to clean our air. And while we expect our leaders to conduct themselves with courage and integrity in their service, we must take an honest look at our own actions. Are we taking the bus, walking, or carpooling when we can? Are we idling our cars unnecessarily? This is the defining health issue of our time, and we must all take responsibility. We need to take a hard look at our own actions, and we all need to make changes. Every single one of us has a role to play in improving our air quality. So, do not underestimate the power of your voice. Do not underestimate the impact you have when you speak up for the issues that are important to you. There is no limit to the amount of good that can come about when we use our voice and put energy behind the issues that matter in the world. We live in smog-choked times, and we are the ones that must demand change. So our message today is that we will not allow the governor or our legislature to wallow in business as usual while the citizens of Utah, while we suffer a depleted quality of life. We will overcome this problem of pollution because we will hold our leaders and ourselves accountable for meaningful action. So we leave this rally today with the faith that this situation will change because we are here together and we know that our voices are stronger when we are united for a cause that is just. Clean air, no excuses, right now.
Thank you, Derick.